Chinese at a mass wedding in Korea. Couples have had partners chosen for them from countries all over the world, including Britain.
Alright, good view, 100% accuracy for the first 2 shots.
Animation student Sean has been matched with a girl from America who he's only met a couple of times.
She's half Scottish, half Japanese, and she lives in New York. All the way. It didn't really matter so much to me actually where she was from, because I think in our movement we know no one's from like any single country almost, you know.
It was Mum Sharon, herself a convert from the 1970s, that arranged the match for Sean.
It's a big responsibility, you know, to find someone who your son is going to spend the rest of his life with, you know, and you really want it to be the right person.
During her search, another member of the movement contacted Sharon and suggested his daughter, Jessica, as a potential wife for Sean.
She looks beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know.
At 22, Sean has never had a girlfriend, but he's engaged to be married. It's been over a year since he last saw Jessica, and she's about to visit. Married friend Kenta, also in the movement, has been offering some advice.
Romantic walks in parks and meeting up with friends, movies, different things. Cook. That was actually a really good experience, cooking together. I'd recommend that. Cool.
I think there is a bit of a drawback when you haven't had a girlfriend. I think, you know, you don't really know all the skills that come with that experience, I guess. Because I'm not used to, obviously, organising, like, nice outings and kind of things. So, I think there's a lot of new things to be prepared for. So, in that sense, I'm kind of nervous, obviously.
You have the worst smile ever.
Jessica has arrived from America.
Alright. That's alright.
This is only the second week they'll have spent together during their 18-month engagement.
That's British breakfast. It's a little crispy on the edges.
I mean, like, the first time he came to New York, I was kind of, like, nervous. I didn't know what to expect, but everyone's like, you got a black man from England? Like, I want one. Yeah.
Black people.
Do you feel that you both know each other well, or have you still got kind of a bit of a journey to make in your relationship?
I mean, he'll never tell me directly, like, he's not happy with me, like, or what I'm doing, but, like, in my, like, I'll feel it, and then I think that makes me even more inclined to want to hear it from him. Yeah, he's always like, just do what you want, and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not supposed to, like, tell you what to do, though.
No, but you can tell me what you feel about it.
I do that. Sometimes.
Only after we argue about it.
Yeah, okay. Maybe.
Around 500 families make up Britain's unification movement, known to outsiders as the Moonies. Many have come together for their annual gathering.
I want to talk to you today about how our life should be like a peach and not an orange.
The older generation were the first members to be matched to strangers by their messiah, sometimes only days before their wedding. The free-loving youth of the 1970s were inspired by Moon's vision of world peace and dropped everything to follow their new guru. But he demanded complete commitment, sending followers on missions around the world to fundraise and recruit new members.
When I joined, I was encouraged to leave my studies. We didn't sleep in beds, slept on the floor. Almost a harsh separation from everything before.
When I was matched with Monica, she spoke very few words of English, and I probably spoke even fewer words of German. Somehow we managed to communicate.
Moon's control over his followers grabbed the media's attention and led to accusations that he was running a sinister cult.
There was a lot of persecution. They really felt he was a bad man, and he was the Antichrist.
The time has come that we must repent. We must fear the wrath of God.
40 years on, the movement is still trying to move away from their troubled past. They now deem the term Moonie derogatory. But Reverend Moon's original philosophy of creating a pure race is still at the heart of their beliefs and continues to be taught to the children born into the movement.
Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about purity.
They're encouraged to avoid distractions that would make them stray from Moon's path, and key to that is keeping their virginity until marriage.
Become a true sister before you find a mister. It rhymes, right? Become a true brother before you find a lover, right? It also rhymes. It's easy to remember. The 3 no's: no smoking or drinking alcohol, and no dating. You don't get into an exclusive relationship because it stunts your growth. You get into this emotional struggle and you're worrying about girls. It stops you from thinking, how can I become better?
It's not an easy life choice, that's for sure. And if you just follow it because your parents do, then, I mean, wow, you're a bit kind of easily led, I'd say. Yeah, because it's quite tough, yeah.
But all the brides and grooms-to-be preparing for the next mass wedding have chosen to follow this path.
I take it then that you've had no sexual kind of activity?
No, yeah. No, I haven't had any sexual activity.
I mean, I am still a virgin, and it certainly was tough at school. I think for a long time, a lot of my friends kind of just assumed I was a lesbian or something, you know.
Being at school, people talk about it a lot, and people talk about sex, and you don't really know whether they're actually having sex or they're just saying it.
You know, I really wouldn't have it any other way, and I'm really grateful for that.
Over the last 2 weeks, 21-year-old Raymond has been getting to know his wife-to-be Lisa. Although abiding by the movement's rules, they haven't kissed yet. To make their commitment to the forthcoming mass wedding official, they must sign a matching agreement.
Is this print?
Print means, like, you should do it in capitals, like each letter.
Okay.
And as purity is so important to Reverend Moon, part of the contract states that they must refrain from any sexual relations until after the wedding.
Does this mean that there's no turning back now?
I guess.
Yeah.
Before coming here, I already felt that it was right, and coming here was like to be more sure. Me personally, I don't think it would change my decision.
Already before she visited, I was very committed, you know. I mean, you know, it could have even been possible that we wouldn't have been able to meet before we got blessed, you know, and that would have been fine.
What about this eggnog?
Yeah.
The eggnog? You can get that?
Elisa's fiancé Andy is visiting from the Czech Republic.
So what sort of things we can get here?
Reverend Moon expects his followers to be able to love anybody, despite how they look. If you're physically attracted to your partner, it's a bonus.
He's pretty fit. It'd be a bit weird if I didn't find him attractive, so I don't mind saying I think he's very attractive. I mean, I've been quite lucky. I think from day one, yes.
And of course, people would often say, like, it's only inside that matters and so on, but for me, whether it's because I'm a man or not, it's very important. So, yeah, and Elisa is a beautiful girl. I'm very attracted to her.
There are still quite strict standards, and we do hold hands, and we do give each other hugs, you know, and I've given him a couple kisses on the cheek, but, you know, more than that is kind of pushing it.
Is it tough as you spend more time together to resist it getting physical?
It's certainly difficult at times, but, you know, you've waited 22 years for this moment, you can wait a couple more months, you know. Yeah.
The couple will have to wait until after the mass wedding before getting any more intimate.
And are you looking forward to taking your relationship on?
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah.
With a mass wedding approaching, thousands of Reverend Moon's followers, nicknamed the Moonies, are preparing for their journey to Korea.
Wow.
Not bad, eh?
Lovely.
I don't know, do you think it should be that tight?
Elisa is making the final touches to her homemade dress.
It didn't look like this about a week ago, did it, Kish?
Mm-hmm.
No. It was literally in pieces, so we've kind of worked quite hard. Couldn't have done it without her. I mean, out there they give you gloves and a veil.
Which you don't want to use.
Which you don't want to use, Keisha says.
Do you mind being told what to do on your own wedding day?
I mean, I don't really feel... I don't know. I don't know if it will be the feeling that you're told what to do on the day. In a way, I think I won't mind being told what to do because, you know, if there are 1,000 brides, you know, running around, you kind of need direction, you know, we are women. You know, I choose to be there, so they're organising it. I'll let them do the organising and I just show up with all the trimmings.
So we need to get you up there.
Whoop.
Is it even all the way around?
Yeah, you need to check.
For Mum Linda, mass weddings are vital to Reverend Moon's world vision.
Oh, we're very happy that she's been willing to participate in this kind of meaningful event. I think it's a very meaningful event. It's marriage for not just for themselves, but for the sake of world peace.
How does it affect world peace?
To have many couples joining together, pledging themselves with these ideals, I think that it is an actual physical phenomenon. I think it can affect the spirit of this world.
It was in his home country of Korea that the 15-year-old Sun Myung Moon says he was visited by Jesus. Moon says he was given the task of continuing Christ's unfinished work on earth. Today, thousands of young couples are flying into Korea from 54 countries around the world to be married by their 92-year-old Messiah. Jessica is waiting for husband-to-be Sean to arrive from London.
Hello. Hi. You made it. Last one, huh?
Really good to see Jessica.
It's alright. It's definitely good to see you again.
Watch yourself.
It's been 3 months since Elisa saw Czech husband-to-be Andy.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
Late.
Am I?
Baby, I miss you.
Baby.
You seem smaller.
No.
Did you lose your weight? Then also my mother's here.
Stage managing a wedding with over 25,000 guests takes a small army of administrators. Coaches await to whisk the couples off to a hotel north of the city. Upon arrival, every couple has to pay £2,000 for the all-inclusive wedding package.
It's a long process, a lot of patience you need. You need a lot of patience.
You're in room 3211?
With so many guests, it's going to be a tight squeeze.
We don't get a key, do we?
I think the key's already been given out.
How many people in a room?
8.
Yeah. This is the honeymoon suite. We'll sleep on futons, which is pretty standard Korean custom. Now it's starting to set in, and I am starting to feel a bit like a bit nervous. Just because there will be so many people. Well, there it is. Looks really wrinkled.
With the huge amount of brides and grooms arriving, check-in will continue through the night.
Jesus, what do I do? Don't! Can't do that! Okay, sorry. Koreans are fast people. Alright, who's coming in? Oh, here we go. Wow. Oh my god, we're in Asia. Everything's on the floor.
The mass wedding will take place in the Korean mountains at the Cheongshim World Peace Center. It's taken 3.5 years to build, at a cost of £137 million. It's only a small part of the movement's huge property portfolio around the world, part funded by followers, who are each asked to donate 10% of their earnings. In 1982, controversy over Moon's personal income led to an 18-month prison sentence in the US for tax evasion. This did not stop the movement's expansion. Today, it has become a multi-billion-pound business empire. Back at the resort, Moon's new generation of devotees are attending lectures to prepare them for married life within the group. Lectures are in Korean.
To parents in God, overcoming any barrier.
Foreigners have to rely on a live translation.
Even though one couple are from same nationality, but basically men and women are different. There is a book, yeah? The man is from Mars and women from Venus.
It was a little bit more difficult just because it's in Korean. I don't know, it was kind of more interpreted, not translated as such. It wasn't so simultaneous.
They gave us an exercise to do like a love language quiz, and I found out that Sean loves to receive food as gifts.
I was a lesbian.
They're matched